Lucy and Liam's here. We're going to have a 2,000 point game of Age of Sigmar with his Seraphon
Lizardmen.
A rematch from the last time, and he's brought a monster this time. So we're playing Gift from the Heavens. So let's take a look at the armies. Right, here's my 2,000 point list for today's game. To start with, my general is Lord Celestin on Dracoth. His command trait ability, Lord of the Host, is no battle shock for any units within 24 inches, friendly units. I'm giving him a new one as well, Consummate Commander, which basically means as long as Celestin on Dracoth is alive, I can choose another command ability from another leader and they can use their command ability as well. So for today, I'm using that, and Celestin on foot is using that, so I can add one to the attacks for a friendly unit of my choice. I'm giving him the Quicksilver Draft as well, which means he can parallel an attack before anyone else. I've also got Knight Azeroth, and because he has a lantern, I get an extra little ability, and I'm giving him the Lantern of the Tempest, which means enemy units that direct missile weapons attacks against this hero or friendly Stormcast Eternal units within 6 of this hero must reroll all hits of a 6 or more. So that's as well as his ability. And Lord Castellan has that as well. So I'm giving him the Fury Brand. In your hero phase, this hero can infuse themselves or another friendly Stormcast Eternal hero within 6 inches with Fury. Add 1 to the attack's characteristic of one weapon for that hero until your next hero phase. I will be putting that on Dracoth. Celestin on Dracoth. Moving on, we have a unit of 5 Retributors with 2 Soul Maces. The special weapons have the purple glitter. A unit of 5 Decimators. A unit of 10 Liberators with 2 Grand Hammers. 2 units of 5 Judicators. The Prime has the special shock bolt. As you can see, it's got purple. A unit of 5 Vanguard. And 2 units of 3 Raptors, sorry. And finally, a unit of 3 Prosecutors with the Celestial Hammers. Right, I just want to point out, I'm going to be using these for D3 rolls. They are D3 dice. So 2 sides have 1, 2 sides have 2, and 2 sides have 3. So when I roll a D3, 1 equals 1. That equals 2, and 3 will equal 3.
Right guys, this is my Lizardmen list, 1,980 points. My commander is the Slan Starmaster. I give him the command trait ability Tenacious, which gives him 1 wound, so he goes up to 8 wounds. I then have a Saurus Oldblood. The Saurus Oldblood has the Celestial Greatblade. I then have a Saurus Oldblood on Carnosaur. I give him the Phoenix Stone, which lets him regain a wound each of my hero phases. I then have 1 big block of Saurus Warriors, so 20 guys, and they all have Celestial Clubs. I then have 2 Skink Priests. They all have their priestly trappings on. And then I have 2 10-man units of Skinks. They have Bolt Spitters and Star Bucklets to give them that bit more survivability. I then have 2 units of Chameleon Skinks. And then we move on to my big beasties. I have the Bastillodon with the Searing Beam. And finally, I have my Stegodon. The Stegodon has the Skybow, and that's it.
Here we are after deployment. Because half of my army is in the Celestial Realm, ready to sonic the storm in, I finish deploying first, and I've decided to go first. So, on to hero phase. Right, movement and hero phase have done. Lord Seraphon command ability, Seraphon Dracoth's command ability, sorry, is no battle shocks within 24 inches. And because of the new one I found in the Stormcast book, the Consummate Commander, I've activated Lord Seraphon on foot's ability as well, and it's Furious Retribution. And it's basically, I can add 1 to the hit rolls in combat phases for this model and all friendly Stormcast turn units within 9 inches. Doubt it's going to come into effect this turn, but we'll see. I also put Lord Castellan's ability, onto Seraphon on Dracoth, and that is the Warden Land. +1 to his save, and roll a 6 to save, you heal a wound. Lord Azeroth, he has the Lantern ability of Lantern of the Tempest, and it basically comes into the shooting phase. If when Liam shoots any of my unit, I put it on he can reroll, he has to reroll hits 1 in the shooting phase for 1 unit. Movement phase, I rolled for Sonic of the Storm, and every unit I passed and they're all in. So 1 unit of Raptors is hiding there, aiming at the Skinks. The unit of Prosecutors move forward into that bit of terrain. My unit of 10 Liberators goes close as they could, ready to charge into his big ass turtle boy there. Decimators, standing in front, brave as anything, we are ready to head for that big 20 unit storm horde. Retributors, they're waiting. And the other unit of Raptors, they're waiting to take a shot at them Skinks there. My Vanguard as well, they're just on the corner, they came in. Hopefully they can do some damage against the Skinks. And my Judicators push forward a little bit, hoping to hit something big. Right, shooting, I'm going to start with this unit of Judicators. The Prime has the special bow, so he hits on 2, so I'll cast the white dice as I'm using for him. I am shooting against Liam's turtle boy. So 3s and 2s. Yep, that does D6 wounds, so an extra 6. And on 3s. Wow. 8 and -1 rend.
The rend doesn't affect me because Lizardmen aren't affected until -2.
I rolled a 1 to hit. Because they're within 10 inches of Azeroth, I get to re-roll it. So yep. No. So that's 8.
Yeah, 3 up. Made all of them.
Wow. The Vanguard's now gonna shoot against the Skinks in that cover. Hitting on 3s. Yep. Wounding on 4s. It's 2. No rend.
Well, 6 up, 5 up for being in cover. No, 2 die.
Next up, the Raptors. I'm against the Skinks. I'm going to do the Prime first because he hits on a 3 instead of a 2. So 6. All hit. Now 4s. So there's 4 against your Skinks. No rend.
5 up. 2 die.
And then the other 2 guys, 4s. And 4s. Wow. 2.
It's a good job I've got a power save. 5 up. Oh.
That wasn't as good as I hoped. Right, this next unit of Raptors is going for this unit of Skinks in here. Again, I'll do the prime first, hitting on 3s. Oh, just one miss. Wounding on 4s. 1, 2, 3.
5 up again. 2 die.
And the other 2 guys, 4s. 3.
5 up. 2 more die.
So I'm going to charge the try and charge the Vanguard. Nope. Well, the Raptors. 12. That's good. My Retributors. Let's have a look. I have to try that. I don't think so. No, it's not. Decimators. Yep, they're in. Liberators. Yep, they're in. Right, on to combat. I am activating Decimators first. We've already piled in and we've counted up exactly which one, how many each get. Just going to start with Prime because he wounds on a 2 instead of a 3, so I'll do him first, and he was in range of 4. So 3s. There's 2, and he wounds on a 2. There's 2 at -1 rend.
I ignore the rend. I believe their savers are for 5. Yep. 2 5s. Loves it.
Oh my god. Right, and the other 4, we've counted up, they get 12 between them, so 3s and 3s. It's a lot of 6s. So that's another 5.
5 5 ups.
You cannot make all of these.
I'd be shocked if I did. Oh, only lost 2.
God. Unbelievable.
Right, so I've decided to pile in with the Saurus Warriors. 13 attacks, hitting on 4s, re-rolling, because I'm activating my ability, which I got at the beginning of the game.
Triumph table.
Yep. So 4s, re-rolling. Thank God for re-rolls. 4s. That was much better. Oh. That's all these hit. Okay, 3s, re-roll on 1s because of the Old Blood's ability. So 3s, re-roll on 1s. Two misses. That is 8 saves.
Any rend?
No.
4s. There's 1 dead. 1 dead.
Right, moving on to the jaws now. Hitting on 5s, re-rolling. Re-roll. Oh, that is a lot more. That is... Okay, I hit 10 times with the jaws. And then rolling again. I need 4s, re-rolling 1. That is another, that's 7 more saves. No rend.
4s. There's another 1 dead. Next I've activated my Liberators. 3's actually in range of the Saurus, so I'm going to do them first. So 4s and 3's. There's 3, Liam.
3 5 up. 2 more die.
And the rest of my Liberators against the Turtle Boy. The white dice I'm using represent the Grand Hammers and the purple dice are the normals. Stop. That's good because of Lay Low the Tyrant, I get to add 1 to my hit, so I'm hitting on 3s, so that's kind of good roll. And wounding on 3s. So that is, right, 2 at -1 rend and 2 damage each.
Right. 1.
So, and then 1 normal, no rend.
That is a fail now,
So that's 3 altogether.
Right guys, I'm going to activate the Skink's Wary Fighter ability, meaning they're going to move out of this combat so they don't get squished. They can move up to 8 inches back, but as long as I'm 3 inches out, that's fine, so I'll just move them to the back end of the cover. Yeah, moving on to the Stegodon. He's taken 3 wounds unfortunately, which drops him down to only 2 D3 attacks instead of 3 D3. 3 D6 I mean. Right, so how many attacks? 7. Right, so 7 attacks. Hitting on 4s. All but 1. Wounding on 3s. All but 1. Okay, Lucy, that is 5 saves to make. No rends.
4, they roll them 1 because of the shield. So that's 2. That's 1 dead.
Okay, he's now going to use his massive horns. Hitting on 3s. 1 miss. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. It is -2 rend, 2 damage each.
2 6-ups. 1.
So 1 is dead. Okay, battle shock for these skinks. 6, they lose 1. Battle shock for these guys. They can't be affected because they only lost 4 and their leadership 10. Finally, the Saurus. They lost 4, so that's 8, 9.
Add 2 to the bravery for the decimators.
That
They're
is
6
10,
inches.
so they're still fine. Right, I'm going to start my hero phase by attempting to change the stars in the sky from celestial configuration. No. Right. Right, I'm going to activate this skink, use his celestial right. Doesn't go off. I'm going to use the one over here. Celestial right. That doesn't go. No. Cocked. No. Right, I'm going to try and cast. Okay, I'm going to use Arcane Bolt from the Slan into these guys here. I need a 5, which becomes a 4 because of my celestial configuration. Fine, so that goes off. I will then try and increase my Stegodon save using the... Right, that's gone off. I'm now going to use the Slan's Mystic Shield on the Stegodon. That goes off. Right, the D3 now for these guys. 2 mortal wounds. Right, so for my movement phase, I have brought the chameleon skinks in. I've dropped them over in that corner of the board for 2 reasons. If the relic that we are meant to be grabbing drops over there, I've got a unit to grab it, or to contest it, and they're going to take pot shots at the archers over there. These skinks have stayed in the same place in cover. They're going to fire back, and hopefully the Bastillodon will make it into combat to save their little tails. I have moved both of the skink priests just out the way so things can move around, though keeping them close because they do have a really powerful shoot attack. The Slan is bobbing about making sure that everyone's within 10 inches so they can get his ability. The Old Blood has moved up, getting ready to go into that combat to help out. and the Carnosaur with the old one, Old Blood, has moved over to get into this combat and save this Stegodon. These skinks back here have just sat, they're not going to move. And finally I dropped the other unit of chameleons over there to fire into the back of one of these two units. These skinks are going to fire into these guys, I have no idea what they're called. Raptors. Hitting on 5s, but if I roll a 6, it's 2 wounds. 1 hit. 5, no wounds. Right, these 6 skinks are going to fire over into Adjudicators? Liberators. Once again, hitting on 5s. That is 3, and then we do 5s again for these. Nope. 5. Nope. I will then move on to the chameleon skinks back down there. They have 2 shots each, so that is 10.
What unit are you going after?
I will go into the Raptors. 10 shots, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. Right. These two need to be rolled separately. Okay, that's 1 with 2 wounds, and then 2 more, so you have 4 wounds altogether. So just 1 wound at 2 damage.
Reroll the ones from shields.
I'm going to fire at the Adjudicators. 3s. Need to roll those separate. 4s. 4s. So you have 2 normal saves for 1 damage each.
Right, I'll do the 1 for 2 damage on the white dice, okay?
Yes.
So, any rend?
No.
So 4. None. So that's 2 dead.
Right, so the Basteldon's going to fire into Liberators. I will learn the names eventually. 2d6 shots. 5. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds at -1 rend.
So 5 up, rerolling 1s. 1 gone through. How many damage?
2.
So 1 dead.
Right. This skink is going to fire into these guys. D3 shots. D3 shots, yeah. So 2. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. That is 2 at -1 rend.
So 5s, rerolling 1s. No! How many damage each?
1.
So that's another 1 gone.
And this skink priest will fire into the decimators. D3, that is 3. Hitting on 3s. That's 2. Wounding on 3s. That's 1. -1 rend.
5 up. No.
Right, he is going to fire his Sunbolt Gauntlet into the Liberators. D6 shots. 6. Hitting on 3s. 2 misses. Wounding on 4s. That is 3 with -1 rend.
5 ups. Reroll the 1. So 2 goes through, so that's another 1 dead.
Right, the Stegodon, his crew is going to fire the Star Streaker Bow, or Sky Streaker Bow. 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound with -1 rend.
Against me, Liberators or Retributors?
Liberators.
I reroll the 1. Fine.
Right. Right. The Basteldon's going to charge. 11. Into the Raptors. The Connoisseur is going to charge. That is 7. He is going into these guys. Right, so I've decided to use the Saurus Warriors to attack the Decimators. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s, rerolling the 1s. That is 5 saves.
Any rend?
No.
4s. So that's 2 gone through. So 1's down to 1 wound.
Right, so now they're bites. Hitting on 5s. Wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s. That is 1 more save.
Fine.
Fine.
I'm going to activate my Liberators. I'm going for the Prime and the other one against the big monster. Because I laid all the time, I'm wounding on 3s. And 3s. Right, so that's 2 at -1 rend and 1 normal.
The 2 at -1 rend. Take 1.
That's 2 damage. Because they're the grand hammers, and then 1 normal.
Takes another.
3. And the rest of the unit, again hitting on 3s because I've laid all the tyrant. It's 1 at -1 rend. Sorry, I should have said that the grand blades I've used the white dice for.
Right. Makes it.
Right.
Right. The Bastildon's going to use his bludgeoning tail, or blundering tail, to go into the Raptors. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. All hit. Wounding on 3s. All wound.
Any rend?
That is -1 rend.
I'll
yes.
plus 1 rend though because I'm in cover, so it's still a 4. And 1 goes through. How many damage?
D3 damage. 1.
So 1 damage. Right, conveniently, since Liam surrounded my decimators, I may only have 2 left, but I get a lot more shots. I'm going to do the Prime first because he wounds on a low number, so he gets 13. And wounds on a 2. So that's 2, 4, 6 at -1. And the second guy gets 12 attacks. Wounding on 3s. So that's another 4, so that's 10 altogether at -1 rend.
Oh, 10 5-ups. Can he do it? That was a few. So that is 7 gone. Right, the Sunstone Spear from the old one, Old Blood, hitting on 3s. Ouch. Wounding on 3s. No.
Oh, what a shame.
And then the Connoisseur's forward claws. 2 attacks. Hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. No. And then finally his Massive Jaws. For this he gets 4 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s.
Not any rend?
Yes, -1.
So 5s, reroll on 1s, and I'm fine. The last combat for this round is my Raptors. The prime hits on a 3 instead of 4, so I'll use the white dice for him. Oh dear. 3 4s again, I'll re-roll that. Yes! 1. No end.
Fine.
Great.
Right, now we move on to the Stegodon. Here's Crushing Stomp for 2d6. That is 7. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. That is 3 serves.
3, any end?
Nope.
4s, we roll 1s. 2 go through. How many damage?
1.
That's 1 gone.
Now onto his massive horns. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. And that is -2 to your end.
How many?
-2 round.
No, how many?
Oh, 2.
-2, so 6 ups. No, and that's
2 wounds each.
So that's another 2 gone. And I've took the 2 that were against Turtle Boy because if I took the other 2 or just the 1, I would have lost me 24-inch bubble of Dracoth and I would have took Battle Shocks. So that is Liam's turn 1 finished. Now on to Battle Shocks, and because of me Decimator +2 to Battle Shock, he will have to take them for this unit here. He lost 7.
5. That is 13. That is another 5. 3, 4, 5.
Right, let's dice off for round 2. 4.
1.
Goes to Stormcast for where the comet comes. 1, 2's to me left. Comes in 3, so in the centre here. Well, that's convenient because I've got my heroes there. Right, that's hero movement done. Hero phase, my Warden Lantern from Castellan went on Celestin on Dracoth. The Consummate Commander means Castellan on foot. Celestin on foot can use his ability. But again, I've run him, but can't get him anywhere near combat yet. So let's move on to shooting. Before shooting, actually, I've moved my Vanguard. I run them because they can run and shoot. My Retributors, they moved their 4, hoping for the charge. Celestin Dracoth, he moved his full 10. Now his Storm Breath is in range because of his Dracothian trait I gave him, which is Thunder Caller, which is an extra 4 inches on his Storm Breath. Prosecutors, they move forward off their little perch and they're hoping to reach the Skinks, as well as the Raptors, they move forward, they're 5. Down here, I've left Azeroth where he is because now both units Adjudicators can reroll 1s to hit for his ability. And Castellans move forward as well as these Adjudicators. They haven't run, they've just moved the normal amount to cover the objective where it landed. Right, I'm going to start my shooting with these 3 Adjudicators against these horrible, horrible Skinks here. So, 2 for the prime on the white. Reload all them 1s because of Azeroth. Yep, and this was D6 to wound, so another 6, brilliant. So 3s, not bad, and 3s. So that's 5 wounds at -1 rend.
1 dies.
Wow. You're so lucky with your saves.
You have to be when you're playing against trees.
Alright, so this next unit of Adjudicators is going to go for this unit of horrid skinks, sorry. And again, the white is for the prime, hitting on 2s. Reroll 1s because of Azeroth. So this does D6 damage. 6. 2 6s on D6, I got that, was brilliant. Looking for 3s. So that's 2, 4, 6 at -1 rend.
Gonna lose a few here. Yep, 3.
So the Raptors, because they didn't move, I get an extra 3 shots each. So that's 9 shots each. And the prime, I'm going to roll them in the purple because he hits on a 3 instead of 4 against the turtle boy, the Celadon. Wow. And 4s. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 at no end. So that's 8 3-ups you need. Come on, 1s and 2s.
5.
Nice. And the vanguard's now going to fire into him. Looking for 3s. And 4s. So that's 2. No end. Sorry, there was only 1 got through. And he saved. Damn. The Storm Breath from Drakov is going to land right there. So on a 4+ for the big, what's he called?
Carnosaur.
Carnosaur. Yes, and for the Skink Priest. Yep. So D3 for the dragon. 1, and for the priest 3 mortal wounds. And my prosecutors are gonna, they can just see, all 3 can see the stegodon through the window. So looking at 4s, rerolling 1s, prepared weapons. 1 1. Yep, so that's 2, 3, 4. And that's 1. No end.
Makes it.
And then lastly, this unit of raptors are going against his skinks. The prime's hitting on 3, so I'll use the purple dice for them. And everything's 4s. So that's 2, 3 at no end on your skinks, Liam.
1 dice.
On to charges, I'll do my vanguard first. They're in. Me retributors, 4. Don't think they'll go in. Celestant, this is going to be long. Nope. Prosecutors, see where that gets us. I don't think anywhere. And me raptors, probably is not. We'll do the measurements and then move on with turn. Combat, I'm going with my decimators first. With the prime wounding on a 2, I'm doing his in the purple. So 3s. And 3s on the white, 2s in the purple. So that's 3 at -1 rend.
2 dead.
Not as many as I'd have hoped.
Right, the Carnosaur is going to attack these guys. I will first use the Sunstone Spear. Hitting on 3s. All hit. Wounding on 3s. No wounds. I will then use the Carnosaur's Claws. That is 2 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Nope. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound.
Any rend?
No.
So 4s, that's saved.
Right. I will then use the Carnosaur's Massive Jaws. He now gets 4 attacks. But because I hit you with both of the claws, he is hitting you now on 2s instead of 4s. 2, 3s, -1 rend.
So 5 ups. Reroll the 1 because of my shield. And fine. 2 6s. Up next, I'm activating my Vanguard. And we'll just pile them in. And let's have a look. The prime gets an extra attack. So hitting on 4s. It's It's not bad. And wounding on 3s. So that's 2 at no end.
Made them. The Stegodon's going to use his cushion stomps for 2d6. 8. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. 5 wounds, no rend.
Pause. Oh, 1 fail. How many damage?
1.
That's 1 lost, 1 wound.
Massive horns. All hit. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound. It is -2 to rend.
So 6s. No. How many damage is that?
2.
So that is 1 gone basically. And Prime left. Any more from him?
No.
I'll come back with me 1 liberator left before he gets wiped out. It is the Prime with the Grand Hammer. So it's -1 rend and 2 damage each. Hitting on 3s because they lay low the tyrants. And that's 2 at -1 rend against the big one. Yeah, him.
1, 2.
2. -1 rend.
2 wounds.
4.
4.
Did you feel both of them?
Yep.
Yeah, it's 4 because there's 2 damage each.
3 attacks. Hitting on 3s.
Going against the
None.
raptors all fail. And the raptors are going to go back. Prime I'll do on Peril because he hits on a 3. 4 for the other 2. Nothing. Wow. Both of us failed in that one. Piling his skinks in.
The skinks are piled in. 1 hit. No wound. Full Blood has piled in because he was within 3. He has 2 attacks. Hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. That's a 4.
Any rend?
-1 rend.
5 ups? No. How many damage is that?
That is 2 damage.
So that's 1 gone. No. Yeah. And 1's lost 1 life. That's that for my combat phase. In my turn, Liam automatically passes all his combats because of the bravery and the amount he lost. He couldn't lose even if he rolled 6 or 1 or whatever it is. So let's move on to Seraphon, turn 2. And let's roll for which area Liam's meteorite comes in. To the right, not to the left, sorry, it's zone 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 5 and 6 over there. Zone.
Right, this is Lizardmen turn 2. At the start I'm going to try and get my Slan to change the constellations in the sky. On a 4. 1, so he sits and does nothing. The Skinks will try and get their celestial blessing off. Done a 4. That goes off on him. On this one, no. Right, so in the movement phase, obviously these guys are in combat. I left the Skinks sitting up here because they're on the objective and I need that for points. The Skinks over there have remained the same. Same with those Skinks to see if we can try and kill something. These guys are locked in combat. And these 2 skink priests jumped over to try and act as a distraction and also see if they can kill some of these guys.
And on a shooting.
Right, I'm going to fire this skink priest into these guys.
No, not my retributors.
Hitting on 4s.
Oh.
2 hits. Wounding on 3s.
Any rend?
Yes, 1 rend.
So I'm looking for 5 ups. Come on. Oh, I'll re-roll that. Yep. Oh, thank you.
These 3 skink, this other skink is going to do the same. So a 3. That's cocked. Nope.
Yeah.
No, nothing. Right. The boar, the Sky Streak boar, is going to fire into the last Liberator. Hitting on 4s.
Oh.
1 hit. 3. Yes. That is
One got through.
Yep.
So any rend?
Yes. -1.
5s. No, he has not got a shield, so that is him gone. My liberator, my poor liberator.
Bulbasaur, use Solar Beam.
Is it a Venusaur?
No, it's a Bulbasaur. 2d6. It's 8.
Is this on my Raptors or my Vanguard?
Vanguard. Yeah. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. All wounds. -1 rend.
A 5.
Yes, -1 rend.
5 ups. So I missed 4.
That is 8 wounds.
That is not nice. That is 4 gone.
Right, the Sunbolt Gauntlet from the Old Blood will go into those guys.
Tributals.
D6. 2. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound. This is -1 to rend.
So 5s. Oh no.
1 wound.
So that's 1 down. There's 2 wounds.
And then these skinks, they have 1 shot each.
Where
They will go into these guys.
Raptors.
Hitting on 5s. Wounding on 4s. No. And those guys over there, those skinks.
Against me Vanguard or me Raptors? Me 1 Vanguard. Who would baby?
Against your raptors. 2 hits. No wounds. And then finally, the chameleon skinks over there are going to fire into the...
Judicators?
Yes. Chameleon skinks are going to shoot 8 shots into the...
Judicators.
Hitting on 3s.
Oh, wow. Weirded dice.
Wounding on 4s.
2.
2.
Any rend?
No.
So 4 ups. No. Oh, wow. How many damage? 1 each?
1 each. Final shooting attack will come from the 2 chameleon skinks that are up there. They're going to go into the raptors. 4 shots hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds, -1 rend. I mean, no rend, no minus.
Still nothing.
Oh.
That's another 1 gone.
Right, the Connoisseur is going to make a charge. That's 5 inches. The Stegodon is going to make a charge. That is 8 inches. The Skink Priest is going to make a charge against the sky. That is 9 in... Oh, what was that? Not again. That is 8 inches. Right, so we've done the pile-in moves. The Stegodon has just charged and completely obliterated the building to get through to those
Prosecutors.
prosecutors. The Skink Priest has moved over to see if he can in any way help this combat, and that is it. Right, after looking at what I want to do, I've decided that the Priest has a better chance than the Old Blood at killing this guy. So 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s, 2 wounds, -1 to rend.
So 5s, save 1, fail 1. How many damage?
It is 1 damage.
Oh, there's 1 wound left. Is that all for him?
Yes.
Because I know he's going to be killed when he comes back with the priest or the 2 skinks, I'm going to go with this 1 decimator. Because there's so many different units, I'm going to do them one at a time, starting with the Old Blood. So 3s, yep, and 2, because it's me prime. Yes, so that's 1 at -1 rend for your old one.
Right. I will. Yep. 1, 5 up. Nope, takes a wound.
And the Skink Priest. No. And the 2. What are they called? Them 2?
Saurus Warriors.
Saurus Warriors. That's 1 of -1 rend. I cannot get rid of that.
Right, the Bastiladon is going to use his Blundering Tail or Bludgeoning Tail into the Raptors. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, down, wound on 3s.
Any rend?
I believe -1.
But +1 because I'm in cover, so it's still a 4. Save.
Right.
Up next, I'm going back with my Prosecutors against Turtle Boy. 3s and 3s, I get an extra attack for the prime. Yep, that's 5. So that's 1. Wow. No rend.
Takes a wound.
Woohoo!
Okay, the Stegodon's using his Cushion Stomp. That is 7 attacks. But because I charged, I get +1 to my wound rolls. So, 4s to hit. And then 2s to wound.
How many is that?
3.
Any rend?
No.
So 4. Make 2. So 1 goes through. How many damage?
1 damage each. Moving on, here's Massive Horns. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s.
1.
That is a -2 to rend.
So 6 up. No.
That is 2 damage.
So 1 is gone. Right, I'm back in with my Raptors. The prime, I went on a 3 instead of 4 and he's with the purple dice against Turtle Boy number 2. Do you want us to re-roll that one?
No, that's fine.
And the 4s, there's 2 at no rend.
Fine.
Oh no.
I will then attack back with the Skinks. I will go into the
Hunter.
Right. Okay, the Skinks are going to go into the Raptors. 5s. 6s. Yeah.
Oh, any rend?
No.
So 3 up because I'm in cover and I'm fine. My last combat is my 1 soul vanguard left. It's extra attack for being the prime. 4s and 3s. Nope. Great.
Moving on, I now have my Saurus. He will attack, hitting on 4s. So, wounding on 3s. Yep.
No rend.
No.
Oh, and I make it. That's the leader, that's how we got 2 hits by the way.
It is Jaws. Nope. Moving on to the Old Blood. The Old Blood has 2 attacks, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. This is -1 to rend.
So 5 ups. Make 1, fail 1.
2 wounds.
And that is my decimator gone. No! Oh. And at the end of turn 2, we both control our own. So I got 2 for controlling mine at the end of mine, and Liam has 2 points for controlling his. Battle shocks, Liam doesn't have to take any because he would never fail them. Me, I actually do, because I lost 4 of my Vanguard and they are out of the 24-inch bubble from Seraphon on Dracov. So, So 4 plus a 3 means I pass because my bravery is 7. Moving on, shall we roll off for turn 3? Turn 3.
2.
Stormcast again. So on to round 3, and the hero phase. Castellan gave Seraphon on foot +1 to his save because that's all he could reach. And Lord of the Horse means no battle shock from Dracov. He's again got the Quicksilver draft. And let's move on to shooting. So shooting, these 2 Judicators are going to shoot into these horrible little stinks here. Skinks, I should say. Prime is with a purple, hitting on 2s, no. Azeroth is no longer within 10, so I don't need roll that. 3s. That's
no problem.
1 at -1 rend. But +1 because she can cover.
So fine.
Fine. Wow. Right, this unit of Judicators is going to fire across to Turtle Boy 1. Prime was with the white. And I cannot reach that. D6 first of all. 1 this time. Let's use the same dice, so 3s. That's 3 at -1 rend.
5 up. Made them all.
Wow. Look at them saves. Right, and prosecutors are going to fire into them. So I've already lost 1. So 4s. We roll 1 for paired weapons. No. So 2. 1 at no rend.
Fine.
That 1 raptor he moved, so he doesn't get the extra 3. So 6, looking at, oh, it's the prime, so we're hitting on 3s. Fours, 1, 2, 3, no rend.
3, 5 up. 2 dead.
Right, okay, my raptors are going to go. I have to do this separate because I've seen I've lost a couple of dice. So the prime's hitting on 3s. Just 1 miss. And wounding on 4s. So that's 3 at no rend.
3 takes 1.
And the other 2 hitting on 4. Whoa. And 4s again. No, not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, he's got 2 wounds left.
Dead.
Dead! Woohoo! Yay! Me hunter here, he's going to shoot at the skinks. It's a prime, so extra attacks, so 3s and 4s. Nothing. Wow. And Draco the Stormbreath is going against the Carnosaur, so on a 4+. Yep, D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds. Yep. And Lord Castellan, Celestin on foot there, he's going to unleash his D6 hammers. 2. And I'm going to shoot them all. No, first one's going to go against the, is that the priest? Got 1 wound left.
Yeah.
So on a 4+, the priest suffers a mortal wound. Yep. And the one next to it, I don't know what he's called. And yes, there's another one. And that is end of shooting, I believe. So, charges. Let's start with the Retributors. See what they can get. Yeah, they're in, wherever they want to go. And Seraphon on Drakov. 5, let's see where that. And the one lone raptor right over there. 7. And on to combat, I'm going to straight away activate me Quicksilver Potion for Lord Seraphon on Drakov, so he goes first. I get 3 non-attacks with Tempestuous Hammer, and because I charged, I get extra D3, so an extra 2. So hitting on 3s. Wow. And wounding on 2s. Yep, that's 2 at -1 rend, each doing 3 damage.
Dex a 1.
So 1 D3 damage. Just 1. And his claws and fangs. 3s. 1. No. Oh. No, that was my Quicksilver Potion, so now it is on to my actual combat, and I'm going in with the Retributors. Right, me 2 Star Soulmaces, 2 D3 mortal wounds, and there's 3 mortal wounds, and I believe that is the monster gone. God, I love them Star Soulmaces. Liam, your turn.
Right, the 3 skinks over here are going to try and kill this guy, hitting on 5s. No.
I'm going to come back with Prosecutors, hitting on 3s. I get 1 extra attack for the prime. So that's 4, and 1 on 3s. That's 2 at no end.
Fine. Right, Cushion Stomp, 2d6. 9. Hitting on 4s against the prosecutors. 3s. 3 saves, no rend.
So 4. Missed 1. Saved 2.
1 dead. Massive Horns, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. That is -2 to rend.
So 6 up. Made it. Wow. So my Raptors are going on the Skinks. The prime is the white, hitting on 3s instead of 4s. All hit. Wounding on 4s. That's 1 no rend from your Skinks.
Save. Yep. Right, my go. I'm not going to bother to attack. I'm going to do their ability where they can move out of combat.
Last combat, me 1 attack from me Raptor against the Skinks on Liam's objective. It's the prime, so I hit on 3s and on 4s. No. That is the end of my turn. I control just my own, so there's another 2 points for me. 3 points, sorry, because it's turn 3, and on to Seraphon turn 3.
Right, the Slan is going to use the Arcane Bolt against the Retributors. Needs a 5, goes off. That is D3 mortal wounds. That is 1. Right, the Slan, I should have mentioned, is harnessing his powers on a -1, so this, it'll be Mystic Shield, and instead of rolling a 6, it'll be a 5. Goes off. Onto the Stegodon, so that's +1 to his save. And finish up, we'll see if the Skink gets his ability off. 4. Yep. And that is it for the hero phase. Right, I'm going to fire the Sky Streak Bow from the Stegodon into the Raptor. 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. 1, 3 wounds, -1.
So 5 up because I don't get the cover because I charged into it. No.
That is D3 wounds. 2.
And that is him gone.
Right, these skinks are going to fire into this hunter.
Hunter, yeah.
4, needing 5s. Needing 5s again. No. The skinks over there. There is still 4, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. So that's 8 against the Revogators.
No, Adjudicators.
Adjudicators. We got that in the end. 3s.
Oh, I wish we didn't.
4s. That is 4. Saves no rend.
No rend, so 4. And 2 missed, so 2 go through. How many damage each?
1.
There's another one gone. Mine, they've survived each round so far. Just sticking in there.
These 3 are going to go into the
Prosecutor, sorry.
hitting on 5s. Wounding on 5s. Nope. Moving on to the Skink Priest. He will fire his Starbolt. D3. 1. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. No. That was going against Dracoth. But
I thought so.
yeah. I believe there was one chameleon skink up there that is in range of the Adjudicators.
It is, yes.
Hitting on both hit. Wounding both wound. 1. No. That's fine. Just,
Any rend?
no.
So 4. Makes both.
Right. And I believe that is it for the shooting.
On to combat.
Yes, on to combat phase.
What charges? Are you making any charges?
I don't think so. Nope, that's it. Apart from this combat. So, right. 2d6 for the crushing stomps. I will put this against the Judicator. Prosecutor. That is 9.
Wow.
Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. 4 saves, no rend.
4. I miss 1. So how many damage is that?
Just 1.
So he's down to 1 wound.
I will then hit him with the massive horns. 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s.
2.
It is -2 rend.
So 6 ups. Make 1. And that is
damage.
Him gone. I will come back with my Dracoth and the claws and hammer. Hitting on 3s. So 2. Wounding on 2s. So 1. -1 rend.
No,
It
takes a
does
rend.
D3 damage.
Oh god.
So 2 damage.
5 down to 3.
And their claws and fangs. 1 again. Please be a 6. No, just 1 -1 rend. If it was a 6, I would have done D6 damage.
2. I have Mystic Shield on, so the rend is cancelled out, so I did pass that.
And that's the end of round 3. Let's quickly dice off for round 4. And Skinks, Seraphon, get it.
Right, I am going to Arcane Bolt, Dracoth. Goes off. D3 mortal wounds. That's 2.
So he's down to 5.
I will then use the cloak on the Stegodon.
Mystic Shield.
Yes. Goes off because of the -1 to casting that is given to the Slan. I will then use his ability to reroll charges, runs and saves. That is cocked. It goes off. Right, okay, on to movement. Right, the chameleon skinks are going to fire into that single Judicator, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s.
Four.
Yep.
No end. 4. And he's gone. Was the 5? Oh, sorry, wait, he's gone anywhere from just then, so brave last little Judicator there.
These skinks will fire into the hunter again. 5s. That's 6 of poison. So I'll roll that separate, so 5 again. Yes, 5 again. No. So you have 1 save.
Any end?
No.
4, and I'll make it.
Great. The skink priest is going to use his bolt. It is hitting on, well, D3 attack. D3. That's 2. Hitting on 3s. 1 attack. 3s. No. I will then use the big bow. This one is 2d6. 3 shots, not 2d6. 4s. 3s. Yes. -1 DR save.
Is this on drop off?
Yes.
So 4 up for -1. No, and it takes how
D3
many?
wounds. 1. Are the skinks in range? No. And the 1 chameleon skink that's in range of that. 3s. No.
Right,
And I believe that is my shooting.
Let's move on to combats
Combat, right.
and charges.
All of these are going to charge.
So 3 up. Okay. Yep.
First one. Yep. Yep.
Oh.
Right, the Stegodon is going to go first, so I will use his 2d6. That is 6. 6 stomps. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. Oh no.
None?
Nope. Then the massive horns. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Yes.
Any end?
That is -2 to your run.
Or 5 up?
No, it is 1, -1.
So 4. 2 damage leaves me on 2 wounds. I'm going to come straight back with him and do me first with my Tempestus hammer, so on Turtle Boy. If it's still done. 3s and 2s. That's 2 at -1 rend.
5 up. 2 wounds.
And that's 2 D3s.
Is he dead?
It's 3 altogether.
Yes.
He's dead. The claws and fangs are going to go against the all blood. So 3s. 1, and please be a 6. No, nothing. On to Liam.
The Saurus Old Blood will go back. 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. That is -1 to rend.
So 4 up. And I'm fine.
I will then be going back, oh, yeah.
No. I'm done.
You done? Oh, pick up the little now. I will use the Skink Priest. He gets 3 attacks. Hitting on 4. Wounding on 3. That is 2 wounds at -1 rend.
So 4. Reroll the 1 because my shield. No, so that is 1 gone through. How many damage?
1 damage.
So 1 wound left with 1 skink to go.
Down to the Saurus.
Sorry, not skink.
He gets 2 attacks, hitting on 5s. 4s, no, 5s. And then wounding on 3s.
Oh, and no rend, I'm guessing?
Nope.
3s. Reroll because my shield. And he does it so each unit within 3 inches gets a mortal wound.
But down to 3. And he drops to 4. Right. Back to his fearsome jaws. 1 attack, 4. Yes. 3s. No.
Hero phase, same as before, Lord of the Host from Celestant. That was pretty much all apart from Castellans managed to give Celestant on foot +1 to his save. Moved, Azeroth has jumped his 12, praying to get into that, but he's not gone out. Them Skinks, the Retributors have moved forward, hoping for a big charge. Me 1 Vanguards ran, he can run and shoot. Celestant on foot has come out of the terrain and he's looking to shoot his D6 hammers, so let's move straight on to shooting. Right, Celestant on Dark Storm Breath at the Skinks. 4+, yep, D3 mortal wounds, come on. 1. And Castellant, D6 hammers. 4, and I'm going to send them all against your old one. Cold blood, old one, or whatever. 4 ups. So that's 2 mortal wounds on him. Judicators, they're going to go for the same guy. Fail. That's 1 at -1 rend.
Against Saurus.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes it.
Alright, then the raptors over there. Again, they did an attack, so 9 each. The prime's going first, he hits on 3s. Wounds on 4s. That's 3 against your Skinks.
Any rounds?
No.
That's them all dead. Oh, that's 3 dead, not all.
And the other 2, I've had to use different dice, I'm sorry, but they're all hitting on the same. I can pick them up. So 4s.
There's a lot of misses.
Yeah. And a 4s again. Wow. 2.
2 5 up.
No end.
Yeah.
And that's gone. And we want to charge him. Retributors need a 12-inch charge to get over that to deny him the objective. Oh! No! That's unbelievable. I'm gonna re-measure that just because, but if not, he'll be charging at the big general over there. So we'll re-measure and see what happens. We've got to charge Celestant on foot, so it's a 10-inch charge, but no. Right, moving straight on to combat. I'm going straight in with Celestant on drop. I'm going to split my attacks. Me hammer and me claws and fans, so I'll start with the hammer against the priest. All hit. It's the first time, I think. And all wounded, so that's 3 at -1 rend.
Oh god. I believe he is 5 up normally, but because he's got the cloak of feathers, his save goes to a 4. So it's knocked down to a 5. But 5 up.
Oh my god, that's unbelievable. Because of that, I'm going to, my claws and fangs are going on him. 2, come on 6s. No, but that's 2 at -1 rend.
I think I can re-roll them because of the 4 up abilities that he got up. So I can re-roll the 2 that failed, so 1 goes through.
That's just 1 wound.
Knocks him down to 2.
Aren't you?
I will go back at you with the skink. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound, -1 the round. Fine. Your go.
I'll go in now with the Retributors, the 2-star Soul Maces. It's 3 mortal wounds there. And the other 3, the Prime gets extra. Any 6s to hit is the 2 mortal wounds. So there's 4 mortal wounds. And only 2 make it through. Nothing, so just...
So, under normal circumstances, the Slan would be dead. But, because of the abilities I got at the beginning, he is on 1 wound.
So close.
Right. I will attack back using my Old Blood. He has 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. No. And then the Slan. He has 6 attacks. The Slan is going to go back, 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. Abysmal. Wounding on 3s. And that is -1 to rend.
How many was that, sorry?
1.
4, and I make it. And that is it. Oh no, 1 more attack. No, he's done. You went
He's got his
first.
jaws.
Oh, his jaws.
I need to remember these. No.
Right folks, we're going to call it there because we're tied on points and time's run out. But I'm going to get a minor victory because I've killed more than Liam has. I thought it absolutely brilliant to have the massive monster on the board. Hopefully next time we play I can face him off against Stardrake.
Definitely. I really enjoyed the game. I think I made a few tactical errors at the beginning. Like I shouldn't have moved the Bastille done over in that direction. But overall I really enjoyed it, and it let me get out some of my new models and see how things would go.
Used Azeroth for the 2nd time and bless him, he didn't do anything. Neither did the other 2 heroes, so you know, hopefully next time.
Next time I think I'm going to change up my list a bit. Since this is probably the first game where I've probably tried to build a list, I think I could have used the units a bit differently, and that could have helped me. For instance, the Skinks, though I didn't get their ability off very often, that would have made a big difference if they were in the middle of all the big battles going on.
Definitely. I need to figure out a way to get me characters forward faster. It's apart from Dracoth and the Venator and Azeroth, they are so slow. Right, I hope you enjoyed the game. First one, me in complete charge.
Hopefully we got all the rules correct, so there's no one shouting at us.
If we didn't, we are sorry, we didn't do it on purpose. Don't be too mean. Thanks for watching, see you next time.